Hi everyone, Greeno here, and welcome back to my Euro Truck Simulator 2 save. As you can see, we no longer have a green truck. I've been to the Steam store and downloaded the Ukrainian paint jobs pack. I advise you all to do the same. It shows a little bit of support for our friends over there in Ukraine who are having a very, very tough time of it. And the developers, of course, are donating all the proceeds of this to the Ukrainian efforts. So, a very worthy cause all round. Anyway, we'd better get on and find a job to show off this new paint job. Lyle from Dragon's 8 Our Name has been badgering me to get over to Italy for a little while. So let's see if we can find a job that takes us there. So it looks like I found something, Lyle. We have currently been located in Mannheim. That's the last place I ended up doing a little job offline. And I found a job that takes us to Verona in Italy. It's only post packages, so it's not the most exciting load. But the good thing about this, potentially, is that it's not very heavy. And as you can see from this route, it looks like a pretty windy road up through the Alps. So the lighter the load, I think the easier that drive will probably be. So I'm going to go and get this hooked up, and we'll get underway. Okay, so as soon as I picked up the load, I was absolutely shattered and had to go for a sleep. So we've been and done that. It's now just coming up to 5 AM and we're leaving Mannheim. It's a bit of a windy road, so I'm not going to give you a full look at the truck just yet. Once we get out onto a bit of highway, we'll come outside of the cab and you can see the whole thing in all its glory. I've even painted up the trailer that I have as well, so that's pretty cool. Another little thing that I have done in-game, again just to show solidarity for the Ukrainian cause at the moment, is I have sold my base in St. Petersburg. That has gone. I've bought a base in Napoli instead and relocated a driver there. The two guys who were over in St. Petersburg were John, our Lech Wałęsa lookalike, and Sophie. I've moved them to Paris, and I've taken one of the guys, Felipe, out of Milan, I think, and moved him to be our first driver out of Napoli. We'll see how he gets on. So, I think this is going to be a pretty spectacular drive that we're going to be on today. Like I say, we're going to see a lot of mountainous territory, I think. We're getting a little bit of a preview here of what most of it's going to be like, I think. There's some pretty big hills on the left-hand side, a lot of forests. We're going to see a lot of that as we head through Switzerland, and then we'll come down the other side into northern Italy and be delivering into Verona. So I'm going to make a little bit more progress here, and like I say, once we get onto a nice straight bit of road, I'll come outside of the cab and you can have a good look at this new paint job. See you in a moment. We've come out of Germany and made it into France, our first border crossing. It looks like this might be about as straight as the road is going to get for a little while, so we'll come and take a look at the truck in action. There we go, we've got a lovely blue and yellow trailer now. This is going to get interesting because we've got some corners coming up here. And traffic coming the other way. Better get back in the cab, I think. Whoa! That was interesting, wasn't it? I'm not quite sure how much of the truck you actually got to see there. Maybe we'll, now that we're stopped, maybe that's a better option to come out and have a little look around. Look, there we go. Paint job's pretty cool, isn't it? The way it goes from blue into yellow there, the metallic paint. We like that. Yeah, it's a pretty cool paint job, is that. So. Oh, haven't got me lights on. Oh dear. That's not so clever. We'll sort that out now. There we go. Naughty boy. First little fight. Oh, and we've got ourselves hooked up on the barriers now. Come on, Greeno, concentrate. And we've crashed into a car. Oh, it's all happening. See what happens when I come outside of the cab? Everything goes to pot for a little while. Oh, well. It's only money. It's only minor little crashes too, so we're fine. We're fine. Right, we're going to crack on a little bit. We've got 9.5 hours of this drive ahead. I think, realistically, it's going to take longer than that. Those mountain roads normally have an 80 km an hour limit. But there's no way you can drive them at that kind of speed. So, yeah, we'll just press on a little bit and I'll come back, hopefully, without any further incident. when we get closer into the mountains. Okay, here we are crossing our next border. We are leaving France and going into Switzerland. That's our third country of the drive so far. We'll be making our way across Switzerland and then crossing down into Italy, of course. So it'll be 4 countries in total. Driving through Switzerland is pretty interesting. There's a lot of these kind of tunnels. Obviously, it's very mountainous terrain, so it's a little bit difficult to drive at times, but I'm sure we'll have a lot of fun making our way through here. Okay, folks, so you can definitely see here we are in the mountains. We're making pretty good time, though, it has to be said. Only having 11 tons on the back of the truck here has meant that even in uphill sections we've been doing pretty well. In fact, I did pick up a speeding ticket a little while ago going uphill, which was a surprise to me. There we are. But yeah, about 5 hours left to go. I think probably the next 2 to 3 hours of it are going to be this kind of terrain, in and out of tunnels and stuff. So it should be pretty visually pleasing, if nothing else, that's for sure. I do quite like the interior of these tunnels, and then you come out of them to spectacular mountain vistas, which, seeing as we have a sunny drive today as well, you can actually see properly, which is always nice. Bit of a tricky corner here. Goodness me. So I'm sure the more eagle-eyed amongst you will have noticed that it's been about 3 weeks since I put any content out on the channel. And there's a few reasons for that. I think partly a little bit of fatigue with it all. Work has been quite busy. Other commitments outside of work have been quite busy. And it was just getting difficult to kind of fit some content in. And it started to feel like I was rushing things a little bit. Just to kind of keep to a schedule. And I didn't really want to have to do that. I don't think that's very helpful. I think it was partly as well more the Football Manager content than the truck driving stuff. I kind of found myself getting a bit bored of the Football Manager 22, to be honest, at the moment. It's yeah, I don't know, it's not the greatest iteration of the game that they've ever come up with, I don't think so. Oh, we need to get some fuel, do we? Okay, better keep an eye out for a filling station. Yeah, so what I'm probably going to do on that front is finish up the Senegal save that I've got going at the moment, and then I might just leave it for a little while until the inspiration comes back again. Oh, look at this. This is pretty cool bridge, isn't it? Very nice. Lovely scenery around here. One thing I have been working on, though, which is going to run concurrently to this, is a new channel called Greeno Eats. Basically, this is going to be a kind of a food review channel, if you like. I'll be doing a bit of home cooking on it, and looking at comparisons of various different things, like, you know, best toppings for burgers and all that kind of stuff. Plus, there'll be a little bit of going out and about, maybe some football ground food, having a little look at some of that. Few local restaurants in the Dorset area, that kind of thing. Cafes, restaurants, takeouts. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a very, very different kind of process for the content, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. And I'm really excited about doing that. So it's going to be probably another couple of weeks before I'm ready to publish anything out on that channel. I've got a couple of sort of trial videos that I'm going to try and put together. Just to see how the process works, that sort of thing. But once that's all sorted out, yeah, we'll be up and running and ready to go and bring you some content of a middle-aged fat man eating. What more could you want? I'm sure there's probably an OnlyFans market for that sort of thing too, but we'll keep it to YouTube for now. Anyway, I'm going to press on. Hopefully that little sleepy location I see ahead has a gas station. We'll see. We've got about 200k that we can drive anyway, so I'm sure there's going to be a gas station before then. But yeah, we'll keep pressing on and come back when we're heading back down the mountains. Okay, A little under 3 hours left now, and Lyle, we have made it into Italy, you'll be pleased to know. So we are in the outskirts of Milan here, I think. On the motorway, heading towards Verona. Still a pretty nice looking day, a little more overcast than it has been previously. Now I've got to be a little bit careful with this drive. We are cutting it really fine on the sleep front. So I've got about 3 minutes, I think, as things stand, to play with. So I do kind of need to put my foot down a little bit to get there in time without having to take another sleep. I think if I do take another sleep, that'll be the second one since I picked up the load, and that automatically brings a late fee, I would guess. So I'm going to try and make it, if I possibly can, without taking that other rest. It should be doable, even if we go just over. Nothing terrible happens until you're about sort of 30-45 minutes beyond when you're supposed to sleep generally, so it should be okay, but if I can just floor it a little bit, it would be better. Okay, so here we are coming into Verona. This is the 18th out of 26 cities in Italy that we've discovered, so hopefully it won't take us too long to rattle through the rest of them. A couple of them are fairly local to here as well. I think Parma is one of them. That's not too far away. So as you can see, we've just about made it before the sleepy meter has gone too bad. We are in the red, but we haven't actually gone over, which is good. So, luckily, we're delivering right into the town, and you can see there are like 3 different sleeping locations we can utilise here in the city. So, all we've got to do is drop this off, and then we can go and have a nap, which is pretty handy. So, let's see what kind of delivery job we're going to get here. See if we can get out onto this road for a start. Oh, we don't want to be hanging around here too long. Okay. So it's just round this corner and then off on the right hand side.
Get ready to turn right.
Where are we? Just in here? Yeah, you can see the little green icon there. Into the Hosped facility. Here we go.
This is where it ends.
Doesn't look like there's anywhere to park on this side of the building, so it's only a 40 XP job. Okay, that shouldn't be too complicated, so let's go and get that done. Let's head around the corner. It might even be a case that we're almost going to drive into it, depending on how tight the access is round the side of the building. But as you can see here, yeah, I mean we can almost just cut it right into here. It's going to be just line it up and back it in, hopefully. Get nice and straight if we can. Okay, and then... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Don't drive forwards, drive backwards. That would help. There we are. So we've got the back into the spot now by the looks of it. We just got to swing it around a little bit there. Hopefully it's going to be kind. There we are. All sorted. Turn the engine off. Unload the trailer. And we have completed that delivery. No late fee. We made it on time without having to have that extra stop. Very, very close to going up a level as well. So that won't be far away. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with that job. I did have to put my foot down quite a bit. I did pick up one more speeding fine on the way into Verona, but that's the way it goes, huh? Anyway, it's been good to be back. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, please drop a like on there for me. And if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, why not consider clicking that little button and set your bell for notifications and come and hop on the Greeno bus. There's plenty of room for you all. But it just remains for me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here with Euro Truck Simulator 2. Bye for now.